TCRI, a Ninja Turtles episode, came out probably 10 years ago. And this episode I kind of remember the least because it's mainly just about the turtles sneaking into TCRI. It's basically like any other day for the turtles. They're hunting the Krang. It honestly feels like it's directly after the pulverizer because they're looking for a Krang helicopter because that's where the power cell is stolen. And they're using those goat carts again, which is cool. And then the turtles are just like, oh dang, it got away. And so they want to learn more about what's going on with the Krang, and so they decide to look for answers. This time they go to Leatherhead. And it's nice to see Leatherhead again. Apparently he lives alone and he's sleeping and stuff. And Donnie's still afraid because he doesn't want to get grabbed by the face. And I guess it's like a running gag, for the show. And then they do end up waking up Leatherhead. And they have to fight him at first. And even when Leatherhead apologizes, Donnie is just triggered throughout this episode. He's just like, I think he even is triggered by Mikey, or he makes that I'm angry face. That part's funny. And I guess Donnie's just tired of Leatherhead grabbing his face. So anyway, later, the turtles decide to plan when they go to TCRI when they found out the logo of the Krang. And they finally find the building with the help of April and Leo's robotic talk. And so the turtles hatch a plan. April sneaks them in to the building with Leatherhead trapped in a crate. And April even gets a cool yo-yo, kind of like iCarly. Or Carly with the yo-yo, and then April takes down a few Krang droids. And then does straight up Indiana Jones style, escapes the Krang door. And then the turtles are on their own. And Mikey also keeps joking about the Olympics for some reason. That was a bit strange, but oh well. And he even sings about when they sneak into an elevator, and Leatherhead's just destroying droids. And so the turtles then finally get to the Krang, but then they get knocked out, and they end up trapped in a room full of gas, and they have to get through it without their weapons. And they got some tricks up their sleeve, and we get this shot of the Krang just staring at them. That shot just creeped me out because like a ton of Krang droids are just like, whoa. And like with the art of artistic ninjutsu, Leo uses a shuriken to escape the portal, and then the turtles have to fight while holding their breath, and they end up getting their weapons and sneaking and out of the thing, and they end up letting all the air out of the gas, and then we get this cool scene. The portal opens, and we get the first appearance of this rock monster. Now, this rock monster is really cool. I don't know his name. I never really learned it, but we just accepted him as like some kind of lava monster. You even fight him in games like Turtles Legends. This guy's definitely an underrated Ninja Turtle villain. Basically what he does is he is almost the most unstoppable villain. Like, if you shatter him apart or use a bomb on him, it won't do anything. He'll just regenerate and come back together. He even shoots lava. He's super strong. The turtles had a hard time fighting him until eventually Leatherhead finally makes a cool entrance and sacrifices himself to save the turtles. He ends up saying goodbye, and we think that's the death of Leatherhead. It's not. He's just in Dimension X, as you see later in Season 2 of the show. It's kind of surprising that Leatherhead wasn't really in Season 2 until the last few episodes. It was definitely a setup for sure for future episodes, storylines. And so the turtles are even bummed that Leatherhead's gone, but they kind of just move on early, I guess. And so the episode ends. This is a nice change of pace of an episode. We're not getting the Foot Clan or Shredder. We're getting just a Krang-centered episode with our main characters, of course, and a nice return of Leatherhead. I probably rate this episode just a 7 out of 10. It wasn't my favorite episode, but it's definitely had some enjoyable moments and some funny one-liners, of course. And we even get a joke about Splinter being in a maze. But yeah, we do learn that April's a target by the Krang, because obvious reasons, as you learn more about her as the show goes on. But I don't have anything else to say about this episode, so I don't know what the next episode's gonna be. I'd have to look. But thanks for watching, and Turtle Power.